What do we really know about the apple, an indispensable part of our diet? Have you ever thought about what else the apple, which stands out for its antioxidant content, is good for? Let's talk together about this miraculous fruit. Welcome to the Daily Bite. On this channel, I tell you about the fruits and vegetables grown in different parts of the world. Here is the apple. It has three different types: yellow, green, and red. Before we get to know the apple, let's take a look at how it grows. The apple first falls to the soil as a tiny seed, and in the first stage of its life it quietly begins to develop underground. Drawing water and nutrients from the soil, it puts down roots, then rises to the surface as a slender sprout. Over time, the sprout grows stronger and becomes a small sapling. The young apple tree, its trunk still thin and flexible, stretches out its branches as it grows, and green leaves begin to open on it. As the seasons pass, its trunk thickens, its branches strengthen, and the tree takes on a sturdier form. The apple tree, which withdraws to rest during the winter months, comes back to life when spring arrives. At the tips of its branches, delicate pink and white blossoms open. In time, these blossoms fall, and tiny apple buds form in their place. Small and hard at first, the apples slowly grow with sunlight, water, and the nutrients they take from the soil. Continuing to develop throughout the summer, the apples take on color, grow sweeter, and ripen toward autumn. In the end, they become a delicious fruit, ready to be picked from the branch. The apple, which prefers cool and temperate climates, is distributed most of all from countries like Turkey, China, America, India, and Italy. Apples have their highest consumption rates in China, America, and India. It is an easy-to-find and beneficial fruit. In these fruits, which come in three different colors, each color has its own vitamin makeup. Red apples get the red color in their skin mostly from pigments like anthocyanins. That is why their antioxidant side may stand out more. In the color of apple skin, the levels of anthocyanins and chlorophyll are shown to play a role. Green apples get their color more from the look of chlorophyll. Their taste is usually more tart, and this has to do with acidity and variety rather than a difference in vitamins. Yellow apples can show carotenoid pigments more clearly in their yellow tones. This too is related to the natural compounds that give color, rather than a difference in vitamins. The apple, which is richer in fiber and minerals, holds fiber, water, natural sugars, and antioxidants inside it. If we look at the apple's general vitamins, this fruit is characterized by vitamin C, and it also contains, in smaller amounts, vitamin K, B group vitamins, and vitamin E. The apple is not a vitamin storehouse, but it is a very strong source of fiber and antioxidants. So what are its benefits? Let's take a look. The apple has countless benefits that reach from the gut, all the way to heart and vascular health. Here are the ones that stand out the most. It supports gut health. The soluble fiber in the apple, called pectin, supports bowel movements and the gut microbiota. Fiber in general increases stool volume and helps the digestive system work more regularly. It provides antioxidant support. The apple contains phytochemicals like quercetin, catechin, chlorogenic acid, and anthocyanin. These compounds take part in fighting oxidative stress in the body. It is a friend to blood sugar balance. The apple contains sugar, but because it also contains fiber, it is a more balanced option than quickly consumed forms like juice. The whole apple in particular is a better choice than apple juice. It plays an anti-aging role. The polyphenols in the apple carry antioxidant properties. This means indirect support against the environmental stress factors on the skin. Reviews on apple phytochemicals note that the apple contains strong antioxidant compounds. It protects heart and vascular health. The pectin and polyphenols in the apple are compounds associated with cholesterol metabolism, vascular health, and blood sugar balance. Alongside its benefits, it also takes on the role of a therapeutic food. The apple can be consumed not only as a fruit but also as a therapeutic food. Here are some conditions it has been proven to treat: cardiovascular diseases and high cholesterol. The pectin, fiber, and polyphenols in the apple may show a supportive effect, especially on total cholesterol and LDL cholesterol. Meta-analyses on the apple have reported a reduction in total cholesterol and LDL. Type 2 diabetes risk management. Because the whole apple contains fiber, it may help blood sugar rise in a more balanced way. Observational studies on apple and pear consumption have reported an association with reduced type 2 diabetes risk, but this does not mean it cures diabetes. Constipation and bowel regularity. The pectin in the apple is a soluble fiber. It supports bowel movements, adds to stool volume, and offers a structure that feeds the gut microbiota. For this reason, it may be supportive in people who are prone to constipation. Harvard classifies the apple as a fruit that is valuable for its fiber and phytochemicals. Weight control and obesity risk management. The apple is a low-calorie fruit that is high in water and fiber. For this reason, it may help during the weight control process by supporting the feeling of fullness. Studies on apple and pear consumption have reported a favorable association with BMI, protective nutritional support in some types of cancer. The fiber and phytochemicals in the apple may help protect cells against oxidative damage. However, because the results in human studies vary by cancer type and study design, the claim here should be set up more cautiously. It is valuable not as a cancer treatment, but as part of a protective nutritional approach. That is what we know about the apple, which we have looked at from many angles. If there is a fruit or plant you would like to see, let me know in the comments, and let our next video be about that fruit. Enjoy, everyone!